Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So I want to do a follow-up on my video 2 days ago about basically an entire alliance getting banned, or most of their top players. Since then, it's come out that other alliances have had this also, and lots of top players have been banned. This is server 660. One of the other servers that I verified was also in the 600s. So C3, both of them. I have a hunch as to why. I've talked with some players in the alliances, asked some questions. They've talked to the people who've been banned, and we got some information. So I want to let the community know kind of what I think happened. I don't know for sure because Evony customer service isn't answering, and you have to trust the players, right? Like, maybe they're shy, maybe they're embarrassed, don't want to admit they pack loaded, but they say they have not pack loaded. So every player has said they have not pack loaded. And the way I got the other alliances was, so when I said I blocked the player who gave me the contact information so nobody could harass him, well, I accidentally left a little bit in, and people from other servers have been writing him saying, hey, our people got banned too. So from that, so it actually worked out good. I told them, I said, hey, have you talked to the players in your alliance that got banned, like outside the game? What are they saying? And they basically said, Evony's ghosting them, not replying, just very vague. You broke terms of service, too bad, the account's banned. And then I asked some other questions, and I asked him to ask the other alliances who are contacting him what happened with their accounts. And they also say not pack loaders. But both are admitting to botting and using a program to find monsters. Now, let's go through that. So, botting doesn't seem to be the issue. Looting alts doesn't seem to be the issue. There are, to the best of my knowledge, 5 programs that will help you find things on the map, or bot, or combination. There's the most popular one, ESB. That does not seem to be an issue here. Then there's 2 that are just like ESB. One is an Asian version, a Vietnamese version, I think it is. And then there's another one, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Fire something like that? And that's also doesn't seem to be the issue. So those ones run their monsters in like a cloud. And the setter, that's a computer, a robot alliance or a robot account, will find the monsters off the game and then find them on the map itself and kill them or set rallies. There's 2 other ones. One of them I showed here, a website a couple weeks ago. That doesn't seem to be the problem either, because that one you have to manually find the monsters still. You're going to a website and you're manually finding stuff. There's a 5th one out there, and it uses a chat device. So I'm not going to say what it is, but if you're in the know, most people know what this is. It's like a WhatsApp or a line chat, but something else. And that will create an account on your server. So it'll create a little tiny alt. Let's pretend it creates this guy, Murda. And then Murda will whisper you in game and say, hey, there's a boss at 47607. And then you'll click on the link. So you'll click like this. Let's just pretend Murda sent me this, and like bam, then I set. Or if you don't want that, because you want all your alliance to be able to attack this monster and not just the whisper to one player, because people have lives and you're not online 24 hours a day, right? Or maybe they're using it in conjunction with the other auto setters and it's grabbing from whispers. I don't know. I don't auto set, so I don't know all the ins and outs about it, but I understand enough. I've played around with it. Anyways, Evony has been, for about the past 3 weeks, been banning that alt account. So if we pretend this little account here is whispering to me, Evony's been banning these on servers and kicking them off. And then people just create a new one and give the ID to the chat group. And then the new account will start whispering to the player or sharing in the AC. So I asked these other alliances, have you noticed that you have a new small account that's sharing in the AC? And they said, yeah, we do. We did. And we were getting tons of monsters, blah, blah, blah. So it seems like that's the issue. So Evony started out by just banning the alt account that was whispering or sharing to the AC. I assume it's whispering because if it's sharing to the AC, there's no way to pinpoint it to specific players to punish and not the other ones in the alliance, unless they were doing whisper and AC. So it seems like whoever is now receiving whispers from this chat device that finds monsters for you, I'm thinking this is what it was that got banned. Because all the players that are banned have said they've been using that specific service and that they were not pack loaders. So it would seem like that would be the issue. It's funny though, like when I think about this, for Evony to care about people finding monsters, like Evony is the only game of this kind that doesn't have an auto search function to find monsters or find tiles to gather on. So Evony's really behind the times on this, and they're resisting it, even though it's so clear that their player base wants this, because no one wants to just struggle to find resources on a map to grow. But Evony, I don't know, like, Evony's either super, super dumb or really smart. Because when they do punishments, they seem to punish people way more over adding power and resources than they do illegal buffs, right? Like when you look back at the pink gems, how did they punish those people? They just took power off of them and they let them keep all the good stuff. And then people who are cheating, you know, like botting and, you know, whatever else you would say, like auto setting, whatever else comes with that or having alts, for getting just alliances and a little bit of buffs, because you do get like some refined stones and stuff from monsters. They seem to be punishing those people way, way harder. So I don't know. Either Evony doesn't understand what's really important in the game, or they actually do, and they're like, you know what? If we leave those people with those percentages, the actual real money people will have to spend more. Because if you look at the really, really big players in the game, I don't think a really big player who's 50 billion is going to look and be like, oh, there's a 60 billion person. I really have to catch them and pass them. No. But if they see they have 3,400 buffs and someone else has 3,600, they are like racking their brain and being like, how do I get that 200%? I really got to make that up. So buffs is super important. And maybe that's actually Evony's game plan. Make people chase the buffs. I don't know. But I got off topic a little bit there, but I wanted to let you guys know what I think it is and what those people seem to think they got suspended for. But we will never know unless Evony actually answers them and says what they got suspended for, rather than just saying, you violated the terms of service. So maybe that's something, you know, as a community, we can, at a developer chat, tell Evony, like, you have to be specific and tell us in the English language, what did you actually do to deserve a punishment, rather than just pointing to a vague rule, 14b. So anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that's what it is? It is a monster finding service that whispers in the game to them that got them in trouble? Or do you think, you know, maybe they're not telling the truth and they actually were doing something else? But I tend to believe them, because it was multiple alliances and multiple players in alliances, and other people in the alliances have verified, yeah, there was something like that going on. But I guess one of those things we can only speculate on. So wanted to give some more information to you guys so you can make good decisions on how to protect your account. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.